Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the class on coordination chemistry. We were discussing geometrical isomerism. Now we will discuss geometrical isomerism in bridged binuclear complexes. What are bridged binuclear complexes? If there are two metal centers in a single complex, then we call it as a bridged system. For example, triethyl phosphine 2 times, Cl 4 times, platinum 2, triethyl phosphine 2 times, 4 chlorines. What is the structure of this bridged binuclear system? There are two metal centers, and around each metal center we will have square planar complex. We are discussing geometrical isomerism in square planar complexes. Here there are different possibilities. Triethyl phosphine. Similarly, here also chlorine, triethyl phosphine, then two chlorines at the bridge head. Two chlorines at the bridge head. You please practice the nomenclature for this complex. Now, in a bridged binuclear system, how do we say whether a complex is cis or trans? In a bridged binuclear system, if these two ligands, look at these two ligands, these two chlorines, these two chlorines on two metal centers, they are on same side. They are same side. So it is called cis configuration. It is called cis configuration. We can also have trans configuration. How? The same ligands on the two metal centers, if they are in uh, opposite directions. For example, take this configuration. This gives trans configuration. This chlorine and this chlorine, they are having almost a diagonal relationship. I can't say it is exactly, but almost. So in this case, we can say it is trans complex. This is trans complex. Similarly, we can also have one more complex. If both chlorines are one metal center, both triethyl phosphines are other metal center, then we can have third isomer also. But this is a geometrical isomer, but not chlorine. Both chlorines on one metal center, both triethyl phosphines on another metal center. This is a kind of, this is another geometrical isomeric form, but we cannot say it is a cis or trans. Okay, this we don't say cis or trans, but this is the third possibility. So total geometrical isomers possible, total geometrical isomers possible for this complex are 3. Now we will look at square planar complexes having bidentate ligands. When we have bidentate ligands with same bonding atoms or bonding centers, then we cannot have cis and trans isomers here. I'll explain what is this AA. AA is a bidentate ligand. That means both A and A are connected through some atoms, and here this A and this A both are involved in bonding with metal. Now when the two bonding, that means it is a symmetrical ligand. Both sides it is symmetrical. When we have a symmetrical ligand, then we cannot say whether a cis or trans. So no cis trans isomerism. So how many total number of isomers possible for this? Total number of isomers 1. Why? because there is no cis and trans. Only this isomer exists as this. So only one isomer will exist. Now, in MAA twice type, we can have cis trans isomer, but it is not exactly, but it is a kind of cis and trans isomers. Look at this example. This side chain ethylene group, it is having two substituents. Here both nitrogens will be forming bonds with metal, and this side chain, it is having two substituents. In this complex, it is possible to have cis and trans. I'll explain how. See here, both nitrogens are the bonding atoms. Fine. When we say this is CH2, this is also CH2, then we cannot have cis and trans. But here we have substitution. We have substitution. For example, think that these methyl groups are above the plane, and the other side also, and the other side also, think that these methyl groups are above the plane. These methyl groups are above the plane. Then we call it as a cis isomer. We call this as a cis isomer because all the methyl groups are in the same phase. All the methyl groups are in the same phase. So this is an example of cis trans isomer. Now I'll also write trans configuration. Remember, these bonds, these solid bonds represents the bond. These dotted lines represents only the shape. Okay, so these are not bonds. I used to write these dotted bonds to show you to visualize the overall shape of the molecule. Okay. Now, how can we write a trans configuration? Now, if these two ligands are above the plane, sorry, these two methyl groups are above the plane, and if these two ligands are below the plane, sorry, this is methyl group, right? Methyl. Then we call it as trans isomer. Here, one side the methyl groups are above the plane, other side both methyl groups are below the plane. So they are in opposite phases. They are in opposite phases. So that is why it is called a trans isomer. Now we will look for a bidentate ligand with two different bonding atoms. With two different bonding atoms, M, A, B twice. With this complex, yes, cis and trans isomerism is possible because both bonding atoms are two different. How can we represent a cis isomer? This is AB ligand. Other side also, if we have AB ligand like this, now both A atoms are cis to each other, both B atoms are cis to each other. So this is a cis isomer. How we will draw a trans isomer? In order to draw a trans isomer, place A and A both diagonally related, B and B diagonally related. That means reverse the bonding. Now this is a trans isomer. This is a trans isomer. So in a bidentate ligand with two different bonding atoms, cis and trans isomerism is possible. You write the total number of isomers. I'll give one example for this complex. The complex is glycinato platinum bisglycinato platinum. What is a glycine ligand? Glycine is an alpha amino acid. It is the basic alpha amino acid CH2 COO minus NH2. This is glycine. We use GLY shortcut. In this ligand, this oxygen and this nitrogen both are bonding atoms. NH2 is bonded to CH2, CH2 is bonded to COO. When we place both nitrogens cis to each other, then we say it is a cis isomer. When we place both nitrogens trans to each other, we say it is a trans isomer. So I have drawn cis isomer. You try to draw trans isomer. How to draw the trans isomer? Place these nitrogen ligands trans to each other in the opposite direction. Place nitrogen ligand trans to each other. Then it is a trans isomer. This is the trans isomer. Now we will try to look at cis and trans isomerism in octahedral complexes. What are octahedral complexes? Metal having 6 ligands. 4 ligands will be in the plane. 2 ligands will be, one will be above the plane, one will be below the plane. 4 ligands in the plane, 1 ligand above the plane, 1 ligand below the plane. Now look at these ligands. These two are cis to each other because they are placed adjacent to each other. These two are diagonally related. That means these two are having trans configuration. These two are having cis configuration. These two are having trans configuration. That means in octahedral complexes, both cis and trans are possible. These two are diagonally related. These two are diagonally related. These two are also diagonally related. Now, these two above the plane and in the plane, they are all cis. This ligand and this ligand both are cis to each other. Similarly, this ligand both are cis to each other. Similarly, this ligand and this ligand both are cis to each other because it is above the plane and it is in the plane. Now this is also, these two are cis to each other. Similarly, this ligand and these 4 ligands which are in the plane, they are also cis to each other. What is trans? When they have diagonal relationship, then only we can say trans. So in principle, octahedral complexes will have cis and trans isomerism. But here, yeah, in this case, no cis and trans isomerism because in the same complex we have both cis and the trans relationship. So here we cannot predict, we cannot have cis and trans. In MA5B also, no cis and trans. When we will get cis and trans isomerism? We can have cis and trans isomerism in these complexes M, A4, B2. Cis and trans exist. For example, take this complex tetraimine cobalt, tetraimine dichlorocobalt complex. This complex will have both cis and trans isomerism. In order to explain cis and trans isomerism, we need to have two same ligands. Here, Cl2 will serve our purpose. So we will use both the chlorine ligands to explain cis and trans isomerism. When these two chlorines are placed here, both are having cis relation. Both are having cis relation. So this is a cis complex. When these two ligands are placed diagonally, then it is when these two ligands are placed diagonally, then it is a trans isomer. Now, what is a trans isomer? This can be a trans isomer, or if you place both chlorines here, then also it is a trans isomer, or if you place both chlorines, one here and one here, one below the plane and one above the plane, then also it is a trans isomer. There are three possible conformations. In a trans configuration, we have three possible conformations. It doesn't mean that all the three are different. Okay, all the trans isomers possible for this complex, they are same only, but they differ in conformation. Okay, so they are same only. So that is why we will get one cis isomer and one trans isomer. You can place one chlorine here, one chlorine here, that is also a cis, or if you place one chlorine here and one chlorine here, that is also a cis. So as I said, there may be different conformations for cis and trans isomers, but with the same molecular formula, only one cis isomer and only one trans isomer possible for this. This complex, it is cis complex is blue in color. It is called as Werner's Violo complex. Trans complex has bright green color. This complex is called as Werner's Prasio complex. So how many total isomers are there? Total geometrical isomers is equal to 2.